I heard that Steve Witkoff is on it. I heard that Prime Minister Netanyahu, clearly speaking to his own country, said the evil of Hamas has to be eradicated. That means really that he's not ready to stop those military operations against Hamas, which does make a ceasefire harder to agree upon, but also that he wants to see the living hostages out. President Trump has said he wants to see Eden Alexander out, the Israeli-American out. It's being parsed as a number game, which is really hard to take when you know it's lives. Right. We have to see what Witkoff comes up with. Macron was meeting with both Egypt and Jordan. They all got on a call with Trump today before the Netanyahu meeting. So it's a full press, court press going on in a lot of diplomatic circles, Arab, European, and U.S. and Israel directly.
Okay, Courtney Keeley, thank you so much. Let's go back to Aaron Navarro. Aaron, what more can you tell us about that call? Per a Jordanian official, the president spoke with Emmanuel Macron, Sisi, Abdullah ahead of this meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu.
Yeah, this call was organized by French President Macron, where they really advocated to Trump when it comes to humanitarian aid, getting into Gaza, pushing for a ceasefire, just generally advocating for the Palestinians impacted by the Israeli military strikes. They also talked to Trump about creating, quote, conditions and mobilizing international efforts to, quote, end the suffering of the Palestinian people, and said that they would remain in close coordination in the coming days. And one other thing, I'm just reading as Trump is talking, he was asked if he was going to take off that 17% tariff on Israel. He said, quote, maybe, maybe not, and said that they were talking about a whole new trade deal between the U.S. and one of its closest allies, Israel.
Aaron, for anybody who might just be joining us, can you please give a recap of some of the top lines of what we heard from President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu there in the Oval Office?
Yeah, the biggest thing is Trump announcing that on Saturday, the U.S. will be having, quote, direct talks with Iran, potentially about their nuclear capabilities. Notable that it is direct. There are no intermediary countries kind of facilitating that conversation this upcoming weekend. On tariffs, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he told President Trump they will eliminate the trade deficit between Israel and the U.S. in addition to trade barriers. And also, Netanyahu announced that Steve Witkoff, Trump's envoy in the Middle East, is working with Israel on a new hostage deal as it relates to Gaza and Israel.